Hello everyone, it's me, Robert, back for another review. Now, you're probably wondering, why are you back for a review, Robert? You haven't done a review in a very long time. Yes, I know. Sorry guys, I have been busy, but I'm back doing reviews. And you can see that I'm behind the camera this time. Quite weird for me because normally I'm in front of the cameras. I mean, normally as YouTubers and Transformers community, we're in front of the camera. But today I am behind it. Here's my hand. Because I am taking a look at this figure. Now, any of fans out there of Doctor Who will know who this is. But if you don't, let me enlighten you. In the next couple of weeks, there is going to be the Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. November the 29th? 26th? It's a Saturday, I do know. And so I thought, for a countdown to the 50th, I will go through and review my 11th Doctor's figures set from Character. Now, if you don't know, Character Options used to make Doctor Who figures in this scale. However, they've recently cancelled them, and the only way you can buy classic Doctor Who figures is through Forbidden Planets or Underground Toys exclusive. So I will take a look at each of the Doctors, and then at the end I'm going to do an overall summary, and hopefully before the 50th I'll also get another video out of how I like Doctor Who and why I like Doctor Who, because I am a Whovian. So, this is the first Doctor. If you didn't know, he was portrayed by William Hartnell from 1963 to 1966. Now, the actual figure and his appearance here is from The Three Doctors, which is one of my all-time favourite John Pertwee stories. I really do like the story. It's got a good villain, Omega, and it's got a good premise. Highly recommend you watch it if you're a fan of the classic series of Doctor Who. But let's take a look at this figure, because this figure is really where it is. Let me start by saying the sculpting work that Character did on these classic Doctor Who figures is amazing. It's as good as you would get from a DC Collectibles figure on the Batman Arkhams, or from even a NECA figure on the Bioshocks. It is superb. Now, it's captured William Hartnell's likeness to a T, to be honest. I cannot like this enough. Now, the main what he's wearing, he has this black jacket on. Underneath, he has a white checkered waistcoat, and he also has a black cravat. Again, as I said, this was seen in the Three Doctors story. He also has grey trousers and some nice black boots, and he does come with one accessory, which is his walking stick, which appears in many of his original stories, and he also has the ring on his finger there, which he's seen with. Now, I do like this. It would have been nice if we'd have got in this 11th Doctor's set an actual figure of him from one of his original stories, not in this get-up, because, as you know, the Three Doctor stories was a Third Doctor story. It wasn't his story, but it's still really nice. I do like it, especially the head sculpt. The head sculpt is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now, his articulation, his head can turn left and right, however, it's very stiff. You probably can do a 360, but I really don't want to, for the pure fact that it could break the figure, and I really don't want to do that. His arms are on a swivel, they can turn 360 degrees all the way around. His elbows can swivel out like so, they can bend at the elbow, up like so, quite stiff as well, and his hands can twist like so. His hasn't got any articulate at the waist, unfortunately. His legs can go out, they can also move out like so, however they are hindered by his waistcoat here, and very stiff on mine, especially this leg. This leg isn't that stiff, but the other leg is very, very stiff, and it always wants to flop back. Now, I don't know if that's just something that's wrong with mine, or if it's a common issue, but it's quite annoying. His thighs do swivel, like so, and he does bend at the knees, like so. He also has no articulation in the legs, unfortunately, but overall, quite good articulation for this figure. Now, Doctor Who's character figures, they weren't famed for being mega articulated, but it's still enough to put him in some great poses. Now let's talk about the cane for a minute. The detailing on this is absolutely amazing. I love the wooden look of it and the sculpting that has gone into it. And it can fit in his hand perfectly, like so. So just a quick size comparison now. Here he is with Fall of Cybertron Shockwave. As you can see, Shockwave is slightly taller than him, but only because of these fins at the back. And here he is with Anakin Skywalker from the Clone Wars, who you can see comes up to just about his chest. So he's a relatively good scale with other figures. Of course, you can't really interchange them, but it still works well. So, yeah, overall, a very nice representation of the First Doctor, and a must-have. Well, if you're going to buy the 11th Doctor set, you get this anyway, but it's just nice to have William Hartnell in figure form. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time when I'll be taking a look at the 2nd Doctor. So join me then, but until then, bye, guys.